for us, it's all about finding out what is the circumstances of demand. How are people doing in terms of financial education, in terms of financial health, in terms of the types of products and services that they're using, and things they're not using, and why.
This survey is extremely important for us because then it will inform us in terms of the reasons why we have or we don't have so many people using the insurance products and also consuming the pension products. So basically, I think then it also provides a basis upon which we have to review our policies. It also provides a basis upon which we need to up the game with regards to the consumer education, so that we can then see an uptake, an increase in the uptake of these products. So, and it also provides a platform upon which we can begin to have a conversation with the government. As we are aware, the government are the policymakers, so then we need to have a discussion with them with regards to how we see things in this space of pensions and insurance.
You see, the FinScope survey is supposed to help us identify where we're doing well. Have we, as access to finance, gone where we needed it to go? Have we provided the right suite of bouquet of products that the rural person needs, the woman needs, that the youth need? And so the FinScope helps us to unpack these. What are the gaps and what are the opportunities?
With this new data, we're hoping that this data provides or fills in the gaps that we have had in the past FinScope surveys. We have had a number of FinScope surveys done in Zambia, but there has been no focus really on the rural population. And our interest as RUFEP to be able to support this activity was to ensure that we include financial information specifically that relates to the rural population.
It gives also a picture of the last 5 years, so it also allows us to learn from what happened. We know what we did, we know our interventions, but now we can see, was there an impact? And we can learn from this to better plan now for the next 5 years.
Statistics in Zambia, especially if you talk about things like the distribution of wealth, the distribution of jobs, where do we find the market for the products. I think information from the FinScope survey would help us get to do or come up with a strategy, especially that within the Securities Act, we are mandated to develop the market. So we cannot develop the market without understanding the dynamics of the market. So if we're able to know what products, what services people require or are being used, and the effectiveness of or the quality of such services, I think it becomes easier for us to come up with a strategy suitable for the development of the market. By the way, we are working on the capital markets master plan, and the FinScope survey, I think, forms a very, very good part of ensuring that we understand which sectors of the market we should be concentrating on.
One big issue, I think, is the actual products. If you talk rural areas, you're talking agriculture. Most of the colleagues in the rural areas are involved in activities of an agricultural nature. So unless you have information that actually defines what sort of activities are happening in the rural areas around agriculture, even the products that you develop could be good products, but not appropriate to rural areas. So I think it's important that that information comes out, so that even when we are developing, the FSPs are developing these products, they tune them specifically to rural areas and most likely to agricultural products rather than just general.
We're seeing digital financial services also touching base with other key sectors. Originally, it was the payments. how we now see payments being a bridge between, let's say, finance and education. We're seeing payments in education for school fees. We're seeing payments in the health sector. We're seeing the financial sector linking well with the sector like agriculture, where farmers are now benefiting from digital financial services. This is improving their bottom life, improving their health, their financial health, and making them more independent to use financial services.
So all of that information tells us how are people doing. And in looking at that information, we're able to tell what's the right things that we should be doing in the country, in FSD Zambia, to enable people to have better financial health, better financial inclusion, financial circumstances that allow them to have, that allow every Zambian to have inclusive economy.
We will use the database, which is now newly developed, and a new database for us to plan for our future activities, to see where are the gaps, where is the need in the financial sector for financial education.
Bank of Zambia, building an inclusive and resilient financial sector.